evening, Fly Girls and Wayans Brothers. I'm Alma Carranza, and this is a Hungry Hungry Hippos episode of Trojan Arcade. Today we're going to be talking about food in games, everything from the detailed dishes of Final Fantasy 15 to the little fruits on slot machines. Then we'll be kicking off part 1 of our cooking special, our odyssey to recreate foods from Sam's Geek Cookbook. Was it successful? Well, there's a segment that's going to air, and that's all that matters. As per usual, let's electric slide over to the news desk and see what the grooviest video game news anchors around have to say.
I'm James Alessi.
I'm Cam Greeley.
And this is your week in video game news.
It is.
Speedrunners have found a new favorite game, and surprise, it's Club Penguin. Reddit user Buttonwall seems to be the originator of the trend, according to a highly popular Reddit thread cleverly called Banned from Club Penguin. Buttonwalls took 1 minute and 54 seconds to get banned after repeating my personal favorite 4-letter word, f***. Thousands joined trying to find the most inventive ways to get banned. There's now a banned category for these unique Club Penguin speedruns on speedrun.com, which accounts for world record runs for a variety of games. Based on that site's leaderboards, the current time to beat belongs to a Canadian speedrunner, 2KRN4U, who managed to get their Penguin privileges revoked in 39 seconds and then bested his own time with a new video showing him losing account access in just 37 seconds. What's my personal method for being banned, you ask? Screaming death to all orange penguins. Also, Carolina Go 47, please accept my girlfriend request.
In Overwatch news, which should really just have its own segment at this point, some fans who are eager for the inevitable arrival of a Doomfist voiced by Terry Crews may have to wait a little bit more because Blizzard just teased what is likely Overwatch's new hero. On February 21st, an interview was posted on the Blizzard website with Effie Oladele, an 11-year-old robotics expert from Numbani. Although they haven't outright confirmed that Effie is the new hero, it seems like a safe bet. The interview mentions drones and Effie's desire to build something to keep people safe. When asked what she plans to do with a recently awarded Genius Grant, Effie only states that she has something planned. Whether this means that she's the next hero herself or merely in the story, she is almost certain to make her in-game appearance soon. Interestingly, one 4chan user claiming to be a Blizzard employee leaked information about the new hero, and this new hero is called Ankara, an Omnic built by Effie. Obviously, leaks should be taken with a grain of salt, especially from 4chan. Never trust 4chan. But this user did correctly predict the Year of the Rooster and the event of My Seasonal Skin, so time will tell.
Fans of Total War Warhammer, the popular strategy series take on the Warhammer Fantasy Battle universe, will be happy to hear that more free DLC is indeed on the horizon. Bretonnia, the chivalrous and comically stereotypical faction of Arthurian knights and peasants, will be releasing for free next week on the 28th. Although they've been present in the game on the campaign map and as a playable faction for custom battles, this marks their full and complete release, featuring new units, faction-specific campaign effects like a chivalry system, and the legendary Green Knight, fabled hero of Bretonnia. The FLC, that's Free LC for those who don't know, releases February 28th along with Isabella von Karstein, a legendary lord for the new Undead von Karstein faction, and bride of the legendary vampire Vlad von Karstein. So yeah, that's a lot of free stuff coming all at once. I hope you don't have any weekend plans. Then again, if you're the kind of guy who's playing Warhammer, you probably don't anyway.
Twitch user ItShample has announced that he will be streaming a Dark Souls playthrough with a twist. Anytime he dies or uses a potion, he will receive a high voltage shock from an electric dog collar. This foolish man has announced his endeavor on the Dark Souls subreddit this week, and was obviously met with a resounding encouragement from the demented Dark Souls community. And I am announcing live on Trojan Arcade that James will be streaming the news, and whenever he makes a bad joke, I'll punch him in the gut.
Great. Activision says that their 2017 Call of Duty game will go back to its roots and be set in the 20th century. For those of you children who don't remember the year 2008 and the wonderful thing that was Call of Duty World at War, and literally every other Call of Duty that came before it, this means it will most likely be based on World War II. This makes sense, as recent COD games have been pretty much all set in the future, and fan support seems to have been dwindling as late as things got more and more repetitive. With this new game, Activision is hoping to bring back these loyal World War II fans, but will this overdone reboot work? I don't know. You should probably ask Hollywood.
Apparently there's a new Tomb Raider movie. I didn't know this until just now. Great marketing job, team. A picture of Alicia, how do you pronounce that name?
Alicia Vikander.
A picture of her as Lara Croft was just leaked. The movie is planned to be released in 2018. So far, IMDb only has 2 sentences, which loosely describes the plot of Lara Croft searching for her father's archaeological research. Seems not many people are excited for this film, considering nobody has heard of it. But with hard work and love for the source material, this movie could become the greatest video game movie ever, and score a 30 on Rotten Tomatoes if they're lucky.
The most recent Humble Freedom Bundle offered over 50 games such as The Witness and Stardew Valley for only $30. It was meant to raise money for charities affected by Donald Trump's immigration ban and support human rights. So far, it has raised over $6 million for 3 separate charities, $3 million of which came within the first day. If you were sitting there thinking, this seems like an awesome deal, and you know what, I would have liked to have been charitable and buy it, sucks for you because the deal's over. It was only a week long, so better luck next year being charitable.
On Thursday, February 23rd, Respawn Entertainment released a free update for Titanfall 2. It's good to know that this game's still being actively worked on, even though the player base has fallen tremendously since release. The update is titled Live Fire, and it includes 2 game modes specific to live fire maps, a featured playlist, a new execution, an additional Coliseum map, mixtape-style matchmaking, balance patches, and more. Seems like a titanic amount of content for a free update. In addition to this update, Respawn will be giving players a double XP bonus if they drop in the new live fire modes from February 23rd to the 27th. Guess it's finally time to jump back into Titanfall.
A new addition has been added to the Cards Against Humanity game, and it's a pretty weird crossover. The creators of our favorite adult cards game have paired up with BioWare to create a new stack dedicated to Mass Effect. These new cards are only $1 and being sold for a limited time. Honestly, as a huge fan of Mass Effect and Cards Against Humanity, I happen to love this mix of inappropriately sexual games. And frankly, I'll be a little upset if the cards Krogan Penis and Bisexual Aliens aren't included. And that's all for this week in video game news. Now back to you, Alma.
Thanks for doing the news as per usual. I guess you were fine. I don't know. I don't really care anymore. So anyway, like I said, this is a food episode of Trojan Arcade. And of course, in video games, there is food. That was a beautiful segue. I'm so good at my job. So naturally, when it comes to food, I guess food video games, the first one that comes to mind, of course, is Cooking Mama, which is literally a game about cooking food.
Naturally.
Right. And then there's the other cooking games and whatever, but then food is also just a huge part of like most games in general. More and more games are
It's
like
present in most games.
Yeah, like Breath of the Wild, for example. Like usually in Legend of Zelda, you collect hearts. You go around, like you'll beat an enemy, and then they'll drop a heart. You pick it up.
Food.
But this is the first.
Eating
Yeah, food.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was actually in Indiana Jones take like the grab the heart and you eat it.
and then they get healthier.
Right. No.
That's how I get healthier.
But now in Breath of the Wild, you'll actually like you'll collect food from animals.
Actual
and
cooking now.
yeah, you'll like make fires and you cook and there's recipes and it's really cool.
Yeah. Well, like I like the food tied to energy mechanic as opposed to like, because I mean like I'm going to be talking about this all season and probably for the rest of my life. I love Stardew Valley. I play a stupid amount of Stardew Valley. And in Stardew Valley, you can unlock recipes and cook, and what they do is it restores your energy and your health levels. As opposed to something like The Sims, or I've been watching Let's Plays recently of Tattletale, where it's not an energy mechanic you're taking care of. There's an actual hunger mechanic, which I kind of find annoying. It feels just like an arbitrary timer almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I guess like real life is kind of a mix of both, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like we need the energy, but we also have that timer where like every day we are expecting to eat at certain times.
That's true.
You know?
I
So
think
guess it's
I
kinda
think the
nice.
example of who does it best is Minecraft because it's an actual survival game, and so it kind of brings it like survival mode Minecraft actually has like you have to eat or else you start like losing health once you get like out of hunger. And I feel like that actually serves because it is kind of a timer because it is an actual aspect of the game, like finding and making food, where it's like it's not just like a side thing that you have to arbitrarily go
Where
do.
it's like basically just a health potion.
Right.
I think there's a mechanic also. I think that's also how it works in, I want to say Fallout New Vegas and maybe Fallout 4.
Right.
If you play I don't think it's called insanity mode, but it's like the equivalent of insanity mode where like
hardcore.
yeah,
it's
like you
hardcore,
have to
is
eat
what I was gonna say.
hardcore. That's
And
what it is.
it's where like things actually weigh what they're supposed to weigh, and everything's real in terms of like if you get shot, you're gonna bleed. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it kind of?
I think
forget.
so.
'Cause
It's
Also burger time.
also
Burger
burger
time.
time, of course. This actually makes me think of, did you guys play that Lilo and Stitch game on like DisneyChannel.com where it was the sandwich stacker with experiment 6 to
There were
5,
a
maybe?
lot of experiments.
there were 600 something experiments, but there was a sandwich stacker game, and that was the beginning of my internet addiction. Anyway, I hope you're not too hungry. If you are, go ahead and use this break to refill on some snackaroonies, and we will see you right back. No! What the heck?
It's a hard game.
Yeah, but addicting. It's already 1:30.
1:30. Mind Games is on.
Wait!
Can't you just let me lie in peace?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm on TrojanVision.com watching Mind Games.
Wow. Technology.
The year was 1938, and the U.S. sat on the brink of another world war. The American people looked for diversion from the trials and tribulations of a new century and its new problems. In 1940, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt authorized the release of an entirely new form of entertainment.
Today, a hope of many years standing is in large part fulfilled.
It was called the Trojan Visual and Auditory Mimeograph Device, or Trojan Vision for short. As bombs fell and war was waged, society tuned to 8.1 for relief. Throughout American history, Trojan Vision has shown us the moments of America's triumphs, spreading the finest programming throughout Greater Los Angeles and worldwide online. Watch Trojan Vision and see history being made.
Welcome back. I missed you. I hope you had a good time. So, Sam, our executive producer, received in Reddit Secret Santa, and a thank you to his Reddit Secret Santa, The Geeky Chef Cookbook, and we decided to go ahead and peruse its pages and pull out some recipes for us to try at home. Like I said, you know what? It happened. You just go ahead and be the judge of how it played out. Yeah.
No, we can do whatever Sam wants us to do.
Hi, I'm Alma, and this is Cam, and this is James. Which one is which? You should know by now. This is Trojan Arcade's cooking special, where I'm going to sound like Martha Stewart. We're going to be recreating some of our favorite nerd recipes with the help of a nerd cookbook. Incredible, isn't it? To help us out with these recipes today, we've enlisted the assistance of...
Hey, I'm Ricky. I'm from Delish.
This is Ricky. He's from Delish.
I'm Ricky from Delish.
This is Ricky from Delish.
Okay, yeah, so I heard you guys are making some recipes. What are you making? What are you doing? Let's go
I'm
for it.
making the Big Kahuna Burger from Pulp Fiction.
Okay, what are you guys making?
Gonna make some Lon Lon milk and butter beer.
Okay, and what about you?
I'll be making one-up mushrooms, but cupcakes from Super Mario.
So you guys are making things with no cooking
These
skills
are going to
whatsoever.
be exceptionally difficult, which is why we've enlisted the help of Ricky to teach these fools some basic cooking skills.
You don't even need, it's not...
We need so much help, Ricky.
You do.
Thanks, Ricky.
Alrighty, so we're going to be teaching everyone how to be cutting today. So what you do is you take the knife and you take the pointy end and you kind of put it onto the food and you kind of just put it down. And guess what? You just learned how to cut. Let's do it again for the viewers. Wow, see? You did it again. No, don't do it. Not your fingers. Bad.
Hey, James, what's that?
They did it. Alrighty, so now I'm going to show people how to be boiling some water. Let's go over to the sink now. Now you gotta actually turn on the sink. It's the difficult part. Make sure the water gets in the pot. And then you turn it off. Ooh, here we go.
No, slow down.
Yeah, top. Okay, and then you put it here. You do the thing. Oh boy. Uh-oh. There it goes. It's on now.
That's a fire hazard.
Where's the knife? That'd be fun fact. Alrighty, technical glitch over. Here we go. Ooh, bada bing, bada boom. That's how you do it. It's easy, it's simple.
This is scientifically inaccurate.
Wait, what?
Water Pokemon are not weak to fire.
That's
Well, he's not wrong.
okay.
Wingardium Leviosa. Oh.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Oh. Leviosa. Avada Kedavra!
I hate this show. I hate this show. I hate this show. I hate this show.
Alright, now that you guys know what you're doing, do you guys have ingredients? Are you ready to go?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay, well, go to Ralph's. Get your ingredients. Just go. Just
Go to hell.
Seriously, just go.
Go, Ralph's.
Do you have ketchup?
No.
Oh my god. We need to get ketchup.
Wait, Justin has glasses right here.
Oh, sorry.
No cameras.
No camera. So, wait, what happened when we were inside the Ralph's?
We got yelled at for being...
I told you not to use your camera and you used it anyway and got yelled at.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi is not actually Crystal Pepsi.
He's cradling crystal meth.
All right, I'm James. I'm gonna make some Lon milk from The Legend of Zelda here today, and we're gonna do it the old-fashioned style. I'm gonna eye it. So let's see where we go. We need some milk. So I got your average milk. Do I care what percentage it is? No. I'm gonna pour it in. Let's see what I got. Oh God, I'm spilling. It's fine. It's a good amount of milk. Spilled some on the table. What does it matter? I got some vanilla yogurt. We're gonna toss some of that in there as well, because you know yogurt was really Link's favorite thing. Let's keep going. Squeeze. We'll squeeze. All right. And that's our yogurt for it. Gonna put some applesauce. Because you know every 5-year-old that played Majora's Mask really was just drinking applesauce when they were going for that long milk potion. Okay, that's more than enough applesauce. This is gonna taste appley. I don't even know how you open this. I gotta open this first. Chocolate caramel sauce. It's the extra ingredient that really got from one little heart boost for Link to 5. I think that's really the sauce that did it. Just a little caramel. That's what does it. Let's see if I can open this damn thing. Alright. It said like a little twist, so I'm just gonna pour a little in. That'll be fine, alright? Alright. So I think we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Alright, I'm gonna blend. Do I blend? Do I grind? Do I puree? Do I liquefy? Do I smoothie? I'm gonna go smoothie. Oh yeah. Give me a little chocolate caramel long milk if I do say so. let's see what the verdict is. Is this gonna restore me? Get some hearts up. It's great, guys. That's a real 5-heart potion if I do say so myself. Link, I totally understand why you were chugging this down. Do you like it?
No. No, I don't.
Yeah! Shut! Yeah!
I think there might be a bit too much applesauce in there.
Are you ready to chop up some grass? Or some rupees? Can's going for more. Yeah! Butterbeer now from Harry Potter. This is gonna be super exciting. Always wanted to drink one myself. This is gonna be very interesting. I have to simmer some beer first. I'd rather drink it, but it's fine. I'll just simmer it. Let's get the bottle opener. Joe! Joe, where's my bottle opener? Ah! That was a weird noise.
Somewhere.
Where is the bottle opener? Alright, I am pouring in the beer. See what they teach you in frat class. Foam is beer, friends. Foam is beer. Alright, we're gonna toss in some cinnamon sticks, let them marinate in there. You know, I may eat some later.
We're gonna also add 10 whole cloves and 10 whole allspices. They look like this: 10 whole allspice spheres and 10 whole cloves.
I don't know what allspice is, but I hope it's like the ultimate ball of spices.
There's cloves. No, actually, unfortunately, it's just the name of a particular spice.
That's really unfortunate.
You would think.
Why do they call it allspice?
You would think it's a blend.
No, I'm gonna stir. It's a lot of foam for something that's being heated.
Is it simmering or boiling?
I'm trying to boil it.
It's supposed to simmer.
Okay, we're gonna put it down to low. And then let's set a timer
For 15 minutes.
for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and we're just gonna let this simmer, folks.
Good stuff.
All right.
And now we wait.
Now we wait. Shall we drink while we wait, Joe?
Yes, we shall.
So we have to do imitation butter, an actual 1 tablespoon of melted butter, which is really not a lot at all.
No, it's not.
It's supposed to serve 2.
That's fair. I mean, think about it. Would you want much more butter in your drink?
No, I guess not. Do we have evaporated milk?
It says optional.
No, that's good. Thank God it's optional.
Do we have brown sugar?
Would regular sugar work? How about applesauce?
So since it's done, should we use simmer?
Yeah, turn
Well,
it.
this is a teaspoon, right?
So it'll be
Oh,
okay for a
okay,
minute.
okay.
This is a teaspoon. Right now, we're straining out the cloves and the allspice and the cinnamon sticks from the butterbeer concoction made mostly of beer right now. And then after we're done doing that, we're going to add the butter and the butter flavor, which apparently are 2 separate entities that will really form the essence of the butterbeer. And then we'll have butterbeer. We're going to drink it, or maybe get drunk off of it. Probably not, because I think we just burned off all the alcohol. Thank you, Ricky, for teaching me how to chop things. Now we're going to melt the butter, add some butter flavoring, and then we'll have butterbeer. Get that butter flavor in there. Joe, assistant.
Awesome. And we forgot something.
I feel like I'm in hog's meat already, am I right? I feel like you're in hog's meat? No? No? Alright. I do. I'm ready to drink this. artsy. Am I right? No, I'm not right. Don't listen to me.
Add some music. Wait. Expecto Patronum.
Expecto
I solemnly promise I'm up to no good.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Actually. It's like really tasty.
Wow.
That's really tasty.
You actually might want some, Matt. It's actually pretty
That's
good.
like
Try a sip, Matt.
I will also be honest, I think you add some nice, I don't know, like pork chop. It's be really good with a pork chop, like something very salty.
It's got beer in it.
It does have beer in it.
But non-alcoholic, of course.
So I guess should Alma go ahead and make the burgers now? Or?
Yeah, I feel
think
like we need
on
burgers.
to you, Alma.
Yeah.
Let's have some burgers.
Do some burgers.
Let's get to the main course.
That was part 1. If you chortled, giggled, or laughed, go ahead and check out the Trojan Arcade YouTube channel to check out parts 2 and 3, where Cam and I, tried our hand at some recipes. I think I did the best. That was this week's episode of Trojan Arcade. I'm Alma Carranza with James Alessi and Cam Greeley, and next week is March. That's frightening. Good night, Los Angeles.
You're watching Trojan Vision. For more of your favorite shows, check us out at trojanvision.com and like us on Facebook.